Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. A graded reader, Level A2. Introduction. My name is Jim Hawkins. I am an old man now. I live a quiet life, but I remember the past very well. Many years ago, I lived at the Admiral Benbow Inn. It was a small house near the sea. My parents owned the inn. The wind was often cold and the sea was grey. One day, an old sailor arrived at our door. He changed my life forever. This is the story of my adventure on Treasure Island. Chapter 1: The Old Sea Dog. An old man walked slowly to our door. He was tall and very strong. He wore an old blue coat and had a white scar on his cheek. He carried a big wooden sea chest. "Do many people come here?" he asked my father. "No," my father answered. "Good," the man said. "Call me Captain." He stayed at the inn for many months. He paid my father with gold coins. Every day, he went to the cliffs and watched the sea. He was looking for something. He told me to watch for a man with one leg. "Tell me if you see him, Jim," he whispered. The captain told us scary stories about pirates and the sea. He drank a lot of rum and sang a strange song. 15 men on a dead man's chest, he sang loudly. One day, a man named Black Dog came to the inn. He and the captain had a terrible fight. Black Dog ran away, but the captain fell to the floor. He was very ill and very afraid. Chapter 2: The Black Spot and the Map. A few days later, a blind man arrived at the inn. His name was Pew. He had a cold voice and a hard hand. He gave the captain a small piece of paper. It had a black spot on it. This was a secret pirate message. The captain looked at the black spot and died of fear. My mother and I were terrified. We knew the pirates were coming back for the chest. We opened the big wooden chest to find the money the captain owed us. Inside, we found old clothes, gold coins from many countries, and a packet of papers. I heard the sound of men outside. "Take the papers, Jim," my mother cried. We ran out of the inn and hid under a small bridge. The pirates searched the inn, but they did not find the papers. Later, I went to see Dr. Livesey and Squire Trelawney. We opened the packet of papers. Inside was a map of an island. There were 3 red crosses on the map. Next to one cross, it said, "Most of the treasure here." "We must go to this island," the squire shouted. Chapter 3: The Ship and the Cook. Squire Trelawney went to the city of Bristol. He bought a wonderful ship called the Hispaniola. He also hired a crew of sailors. He met a man named Long John Silver. Silver wanted to be the cook on the ship. He had only one leg, but he was very strong. He was very friendly and always smiled. He had a green parrot on his shoulder. The parrot often screamed, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" Dr. Livesey, the squire, and I went to the harbour. We met Captain Smollett. He was the captain of the Hispaniola. He was a serious man and he did not like the crew. "I do not trust these men," he told the squire. But the squire was happy and excited. We sailed away from Bristol on a sunny morning. The voyage to the island was long. The sea was blue and the wind was strong. I liked Long John Silver because he told me great stories. I thought he was a good man. Chapter 4: The Apple Barrel. One night, the ship was near the island. I wanted to eat an apple. I climbed into a big apple barrel on the deck. The barrel was almost empty, so I sat at the bottom. It was dark and quiet inside. Suddenly, I heard voices near the barrel. It was Long John Silver and a sailor named Dick. I stayed very still and listened. "We will wait until the ship is full of treasure," Silver said. "Then we will kill the captain, the doctor, and the squire." I was shocked and my heart beat fast. Silver was not a simple cook. He was a dangerous pirate. He was the leader of the other pirates on the ship. They wanted the gold for themselves. Then, a sailor shouted, "Land ho!" Everyone ran to see the island. I waited until the deck was empty and then I climbed out. I found my friends in the captain's cabin. "The crew are pirates," I whispered. "Long John Silver is their leader." The captain looked at us. "We must be very careful," he said. Chapter 5: The Island and Ben Gunn. The ship stopped near the Green Island. The air was hot and the forest was very thick. Captain Smollett gave the sailors a holiday on the land. He wanted to see who was a pirate and who was a friend. I was young and very brave, so I jumped into a boat with the sailors. When we reached the beach, I ran into the trees. I heard voices behind me. Long John Silver was talking to a sailor. The sailor did not want to be a pirate. Silver was angry and he killed the poor man with his crutch. I was terrified and I ran deeper into the forest. Suddenly, a strange man jumped out from behind a tree. He had very long hair and his clothes were made of old pieces of ship sails. His skin was burnt by the sun. "Who are you?" I asked him. "I am Ben Gunn," he said with a rough voice. "I was on a pirate ship 3 years ago. The pirates left me here alone." He told me he knew about the treasure. "I have a boat," he whispered. "I can help you, Jim, if you help me." Chapter 6: The Stockade. While I was with Ben Gunn, my friends left the ship. They found an old wooden house on a hill. It had a strong fence around it. People call this type of house a stockade. The pirates on the ship started to fire a big cannon at the house. The doctor, the squire, and the captain ran to the stockade. They carried food and guns. I heard the loud noise of the cannon and ran to find them. I climbed over the wooden fence and saw Dr. Livesey. "Jim! You are safe," he cried. The captain put a British flag on the roof of the house. The pirates were very angry. The next morning, Long John Silver came to the fence. He carried a white flag. "Give us the map," Silver shouted. "If you give us the map, we will leave you here." Captain Smollett said no. "You are pirates and thieves," the captain said. Silver was furious and he walked away. A few minutes later, the pirates attacked the stockade. It was a terrible fight with guns and swords. Many pirates died, but my friends were safe inside. Chapter 7: My Secret Adventure. The sun was very hot and the captain was hurt in the fight. I had a crazy idea. I wanted to find Ben Gunn's boat. I left the stockade quietly when my friends were sleeping. I walked through the forest to the white rock near the sea. I found the boat under some bushes. It was a very small, round boat made of wooden skin. I pushed the boat into the water. It was night and the sea was dark. I rowed out to the Hispaniola. The pirates on the ship were drinking and shouting. I used my knife to cut the ship's rope. The big ship started to move with the water. Suddenly, the wind became very strong. My small boat was moving fast next to the giant ship. I was very scared because I was alone on the sea. The waves were big and cold. I fell asleep in the small boat. When I woke up, it was morning. I saw the Hispaniola near me. The ship was moving strangely because no one was steering it. Chapter 8: The Fight on the Ship. I climbed onto the Hispaniola. The deck was dirty and there was blood everywhere. I found one pirate named Israel Hands. He was hurt and he could not walk. "Give me some food and wine, Jim," he said. "I will help you sail the ship to the beach." I helped him, but I did not trust him. I saw a long knife in his hand. We sailed the ship into a quiet bay. Suddenly, Israel Hands jumped at me with his knife. I ran up the tall mast of the ship. He followed me slowly because his leg was bad. I took my 2 pistols and waited. "Stop!" I shouted. He threw his knife at me. It hit my shoulder and I felt a sharp pain. I fired my pistols and the pirate fell into the sea. He was gone. I was the captain of the ship now. I walked to the beach and felt the warm sand. I wanted to go back to the stockade and tell my friends the good news. Chapter 9, In the Enemy's Camp. I walked through the dark forest to the stockade. I saw a fire inside the house. My friends are waiting for me, I thought. I walked inside quietly. Suddenly, a voice screamed, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8! It was Silver's parrot. The men in the house were not my friends. They were pirates. 6 pirates jumped up and caught me. Long John Silver smiled at me. "Well, well, Jim Hawkins," he said. "Your friends left this house and gave me the map." I was shocked. Why did the doctor give the map to the pirates? The other pirates wanted to kill me. No. Silver shouted. "I like this boy." The pirates were unhappy with Silver. They gave him a black spot on a piece of paper. "You are not our captain now," they said. But Silver showed them the map. The pirates were happy again because they wanted the gold. Silver whispered to me, "Stay near me, Jim. I am on your side now." Chapter 10, The Treasure Hunt. The next morning, we went to find the treasure. Silver held me with a rope. The pirates carried shovels and they were very excited. We walked up a hill called the Spyglass. Suddenly, we found a skeleton on the ground. Its arms were pointing to the treasure. The pirates were afraid, but they continued walking. They sang the pirate song, 15 men on a dead man's chest. Finally, we reached the place on the map. There was a big tree and a large hole in the ground. The pirates ran to the hole and looked inside. "It is empty," they screamed. "The gold is gone." They were very angry and they looked at Silver and me. "Kill them," a pirate shouted. Suddenly, 3 shots came from the trees. 2 pirates fell and the others ran away. Dr. Livesey and Ben Gunn came out of the forest. "Ben Gunn found the treasure many months ago," the doctor said. "It is safe in his cave." We walked to the cave and saw a mountain of gold coins. It was beautiful and bright. Conclusion. We carried the gold to the Hispaniola. It took us many days because the gold was very heavy. We left the bad pirates on the island. We sailed away with the treasure. Ben Gunn was happy because he was not alone anymore. During the voyage, Long John Silver stole a small bag of gold and escaped in a boat. I never saw him again. We arrived in England and we were all very rich. I gave my mother a lot of money and we fixed our inn. Sometimes I have bad dreams about the island. I can still hear the parrot screaming, "Pieces of 8! Pieces of 8!" But I am safe now, and the adventure is finished. The end.